So
Oh, we're back.
You're back on bad, you're black on mad.
One question we get a bit of feedback on from newer comics who listen to this, and they find it quite insightful, is, do you have a story about your worst bomb? Your first bomb, something that's just stuck with you?
First bomb? Well, in the early days, people were getting me going to the footy clubs and that. And I'm not sure why. I think, well, you get along good with people, they want you there. Yep. But also maybe because of the bit of celebrity off my brother. I felt a bit of that. So, yeah, I remember bombing at footy clubs and shit where it was, and it's the worst feeling. You finish the gig, and then after the show, everyone's talking to the other comedians and getting photos, and you're just sitting there like this. Like, no one wants to talk to you, and if they did, they would just walk past and go, and keep walking.
No.
That was a pretty shit feeling. So the first time I did the Mondays at the lounge, I didn't do hard, but it wasn't, been killing on the Tuesdays.
Yep.
Or perceived killing. So that was the first night I kicked every bin on the way in North Melbourne. I kicked every bin over.
Yep.
But then, yeah, bombing, like I said, I was pretty lucky that I realised if you're working and you're doing your work, you can't bomb. As different to going out on a real gig like a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And you're not doing your... So I will, actually. I don't give a shit. I'll do new material on your gig. But I have an excitement. Yeah. So if I've got something new like that joke I told out there, so just come up with that one, the new one, it's pretty... It came out straight away worded right. So there's not much work that needs to be done on that joke. But if I had to come up with that as I'm walking on stage, I would have said it on a Saturday night. I don't care. But I would have an excitement, so it wouldn't bomb. I found that as well. When I'm excited, oh my God, I can't wait to get on stage and say this. There'd be an enthusiasm, and I'd say it in a way that would always get over. Then 2 months later, after I've worked on it and added far too many words and ruined it, and I'm also bored with it. One night that does stick out is I followed Hughesy about 3 years ago before he went to Montreal.
As in Steve Hughes?
Dave Hughes.
Dave Hughes.
At the lounge on a Friday. It was 9:23 p.m. He was going to Montreal the next morning, so he'd been tightening up this set. And he came out first. I had to do the tickets. So he came out first and did 10-15 minutes and standing O just for coming out. Murders. And then I come out to do the ticket spot for 10 minutes, and I remember the look on the audience, and like, welcome to the stage, Justin Fleming! And I've walked out, and I'm like, hey, and everyone's just going, seriously, what are you going to bring, fuckface? Like, who are you? Like, they all had this look of, we just saw Hughesy, we just saw God, what are you going to bring to the table? And for the first 3 minutes, I don't think I got out of it, but I just kept punching. But what it was I had, my first minute was 12 laughs.
Yep.
In the first 8 or 12 laughs or something in the first minute, and none of them were landing.
Oh shit.
So you can come out and let's say you got 12 laughs, or 8, we'll say it was 8, in the first minute, the spring bale stuff, rhythm to it. Yep. So, that didn't land, doesn't matter, the next one, none? What? You're not laughing at one of them? Oh shit!
Yep.
And then the panic sets in, and then they can smell it.
Yep.
But I didn't. I just kept going, and I eventually got them and got out of it.
Yeah.
But it was a rough ride. That's a big thing. Don't show a chink in your armour. I learned that from Clayton Fletcher, New York comic, who he'd come to the lounge in January and do a week because he'd be here for the casino poker championship.
Yeah.
Both he's a poker player and a comedian.
Yeah.
The best dude, sweetest guy. I love Clayton. But I watch him, and he's got the same set. So I saw him, a couple of years in, like a couple of years later, and jokes weren't landing, but you wouldn't know because he'd just keep natural speak. He's talking to you. That's why I was like, as long as you talk naturally and you're having a real conversation, you sit there with beats like, so what's the deal? and they don't laugh,
Yeah.
well, they know that was supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
But if you just talk normal and he just kept, they didn't laugh at that joke, then he'd get him in the next one.
Wayne House is really good with that.
Yeah.
I did a gig with him on Top Bar in Auckland, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
Fuck me, man. It was ridiculous. It was like it was a Friday night, straight after work. Half the audience was still in high vis from coming off a site, and just imagine you've got 30, 40 people. You're in this L-shaped bar. The stage is just hidden in the corner, and you're only standing maybe a foot above everyone else, and you've just got spot fires of conversation just going constantly. No one gave a shit, and then everyone goes up, everyone goes up, everyone goes up. I got up and I'm thinking, fuck, I'm doing a gig in front of Wayne House. This is nuts. And I ate shit for the first like 2 minutes, and then some cunt started talking to me, and I just ended up going in. And I ended up saying something like, oh, how's In Excess going? Because he looked like the guitarist or whatever, and that got people. And then Wayne House gets up and he just does, he was meant to do 20 minutes, I think. He only did 10. Like, he read the room, and it was such a fucking lesson. Like, exactly what you just said. He just did his thing.
Yeah. Get in, get
and
out.
just cut through it. Yeah, he got laughs. Like, that. I now know that they weren't the laughs that those jokes normally get. But he still got laughs.
Yeah.
It was just an absolute fucking lesson.
Well, you're not always going to get... There's gigs where you're just not going to get the reward.
Yeah.
Like, and I was used to doing the Tuesdays and that, and weekends or whatever at the lounge. I'm used to coming back. Then you do a gig where you're not getting that. You're not bombing. You're doing a really good gig, but they're just down and everyone else is doing crap. But then you're like, oh, shit, I'm bombing. I'm not hearing that sound.
Yeah.
The distort sort of like, oh my god, I'm bombing, and you're not. But then you go into panic mode and things would fall off the rails.
Yeah.
It takes time. You just got to learn. That's one big thing. There's yearly lessons. I look at comedy. I used to tell everyone, wherever you think you are now, you're not. You're not that good.
Yeah.
All right. Next year, you're going to get here, and you're going to go, oh god, I can't believe I thought I was this good. Now I'm there. I'm there now. Last year I wasn't. Oh god. And then I'm there now. And then the next year you go, fuck, I wasn't there then. I'm there now.
Sort of self-assessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never where you really. I think you get to a point where you're not. Like, I know where I sort of am now.
Yeah.
And how good I am or what I'm capable of or whatever. But along the path I looked at it like that. I'm like, oh god, I made a dick of myself thinking that I was that good. Oh shit, now I'm that good. And for a few years there, it was like that. I used to tell the younger comics that. But your bomb, like your first bomb or your first few, they're horrible because let's say you got 20 minutes, you got 5 minutes really, and another 4 minutes of stuff that's going okay and you're getting away with it, and then you got another 10 of ideas.
Yep.
You'll know you're bombing if you've done it all in 3 minutes.
Yeah, shit.
Oh shit! How did I say it all now? And you're grasping for things, and it's like, just get off stage.
Definitely had some of them.
It's like I said, there's lessons yearly. There's just things you can't know until your 5th year. You just, the penny ain't gonna drop 6 years, 7 year, or whatever. That's when it like each year it's like, oh, I can only know this now because I've been doing it, or I've done this many gigs, and I've been in the trenches that long.
Yeah.
Getting like I said, get uncomfortable. Too many comedians think they're good. Like, not even that. They're oblivious to the lack of laughter.
Yep.
And we all know that, and it's hard to get through to them. And I'm not sure if it's medication or whatever, whether they're just so medicated, like, oh, I did good.
Or lack of self-awareness. Or
Which is.
But I think it's a self-awareness.
Well,
Or
I think that comes back to who you surround yourself with. Like when we did Apartment the other night.
Yep.
And you said to me, that bit, you need to change your voice there, blah blah blah, and I'm really appreciative.
Talk to them.
Every fucking second you've spent with me after a gig, I'm very much appreciative. And this comes back to what I said to Benny a couple episodes again. I want to surround myself with people who are going to say, dude, no.
Yeah.
Or that bit, try that, or blah blah blah, or what the fuck is that? Like, I think, personally, and this is only my view, I think there are a few comics who, and this isn't right or wrong, this is just how I see it, but there's a few comics that lack that self-awareness and they don't have that support of, oh, you did it, or they have that support of, oh, you did such a great show, you fucking smashed it.
Yeah.
Participation award, fucking laugh track, pat on the back, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But
yeah, that's a lot of it too in this scene in recent years, and I've seen it just recently. I was saying it the other week, where the whole problem is no one got their ass kicked, and no one's been smacked in the face in this era, or they didn't get second. They all got first.
Yeah.
Right, I got my ass kicked, and it was like, how do I stop that happening? I'm going to punch. Like, I used to sit and watch TV with a broomstick smashing my shins.
Yeah?
Yeah, just smashing my shins so when I kicked someone, it didn't hurt. Because I'm not losing another fight. I don't like it. And the pain didn't hurt, it was the loss. It was like, I lost, I'm weak, I'm no good. So when I kick someone, I'm going to make sure they ain't getting up from a round kick to a thigh. Or footy. Okay, I'm going to, you know, I didn't achieve what I could have as a footballer. Then when I was captain at Dandy, well, around that era, I think it was a couple of years before, I'm genetically gifted. Like, I'm an athlete. I was born, I've got the body to do any sport. And I thought, you know what?
In the bedroom.
I wonder what would happen if I pulled the trigger and actually trained like an AFL player at Dandenong, Division 3, Southern. Let's see what happens. And I spent probably 6 months training like a beast.
Yeah.
Then I rock up and it was just like, oh, this no one can beat. Like, I'd run for the ball and it would be just this, no one could catch me. and every game, like, coaches from the other team or their captains would come and go, why the fuck are you in this league? Like, dude, what are you doing? You're too fast, you're too strong, you're too good. No one could. And it was like, fuck, I could have, imagine what I could have done. But that led into, you know, that was years ago, that helped me in comedy. Like, push yourself, be uncomfortable. Like, tonight's gig means fuck all. It doesn't mean a thing. Yeah. No one's in the crowd. They're not going to, it's like in the old days in music, there could be a PR guy. No one's there.
Yeah.
Just go out and risk it getting better. Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. Be comfortable knowing this year's training, you're in boot camp. Just risk it. And if you bomb trying, you didn't bomb. Just, you're in open mic. If you're in open mic, just go up there and let loose. And if you fuck up, you know, and be aware, it's fine, you know, especially with my material. And I'm pretty lucky that I know what's funny. And it's rare that I'll come out with a new bit that doesn't have good legs to it. But especially with the stuff I do on stage and say, it could be, if I didn't do it right, I could cause some shit.
I can think of a few jokes.
Most of my set. But night one is night one. Alright, I came up with this today. Alright, the midget thing, I wrote when I walked out of the Comedy Store and I saw the billboard of Little Women of LA. That actually started, and it took me 3 years to turn it into a bit.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a lot of jokes that, I don't think, or I was in America and I thought, they'll think it's hacky.
Yeah.
And then I'll get to Australia and I'll be bored one night and I'll just throw it out in a gig and boom, and it's like, oh shit, I could have been doing that 2 years ago. But with the midget one, I looked at the billboard and there's all these little chick midgets, and their husbands behind them who weren't.
Disclaimer to midgets.
But I'm like, what? I'm looking at it. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what the hell's Little Women of LA? And I realise, it's a reality show about chick midgets. And then I'm looking at husbands behind them with their big smiles, and I'm like, if I worked for the FBI, I'd be checking their Google history. I'd be sussing those fuckers. There's something about their smiles, and that's where the whole joke started from, and then luckily one of them fucked up with his Google history a couple of years later. Worked out perfect. Yeah, but night one of me going up, and that went mental. I was probably at Death or Glory. I did it the first night, and fucking boom. It was like...
You have tried a fair bit of stuff with Death or Glory,
Not much working in on it. but people need to be aware. The audience need to be aware, and they're probably not listening. But as comedians, you need to be aware. It's fine to go up there and fuck up.
Yeah.
It's fine to go, oh, that is so wrong, and you said that wrong. You know, because night one's night one. I've seen Burr, and I was telling this story at the apartment that I saw Burr in Montreal, and the greatest lineup I've ever seen. The last night of the Montreal Comedy Festival in 15, I think. Dave Attell flew in and did a special show at Cleopatra's. He had Ari Shafir, Mark Maron,
Oh wow.
Bill Burr,
Yeah.
and Ralphie May,
Fuck.
all in this one strip club. The best lineup ever. It was just jaw dropping.
Yeah.
And Burr gets up and he does 10 minutes, and then they have a bit of a chat afterwards. And Attell was on the other side, so he's done the bit about Michelle Obama. He's going, oh, I think she should shut her fucking mouth, right? I didn't fucking vote for you. Shut the fuck up. I voted for your husband, you fucking dumb bitch. Just get the... And if you're a male and Hillary got in, I'd want Bill to shut the fuck up. You know, that was his point. Came across wrong.
Yeah.
And I was just in awe. The crowd weren't really going with it. Because it was like, oh.
Can't say that. Yeah.
But it's night one.
Yeah.
And then when Dave Attell was walking to the mic, he had to walk through the crowd, and Bill's like got the mic on his chest, and he's saying, "Thank you very much, you know, yeah, have a good night." And he was pissed off at himself.
Yeah.
Just like, fucking hell. This is what he said through the mic. He didn't realise it was picking up. You know, why do they fucking start so heavy on him? Jesus Christ, don't start with that. Okay, maybe if I say, you know, maybe if I go with, I voted for a man. No, I voted for someone. It doesn't matter if they're male or female. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm hearing his inside.
Oh fuck.
So it was really good. And I blogged about it on my WordPress, Justin Fleming Comedy, which I don't use much, but you'll find each gig I blogged about what I learnt and saw. And a lot of people were following that because it was quite insightful. But that was night one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want him to come out with a perfectly polished set? Hey, I wrote this joke today and it's perfect.
Yeah.
No fuck ups allowed. Then I saw him in Melbourne and he tweaked it even more and it was a funny bit. Then it's on his special and it's a killer bit.
Yeah.
Okay, it takes time and you've got to be comfortable knowing, right, this is going to be rough. It's night one. I said that. I've got a couple of bits where I'm wording it wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's coming out racist. Or something. It makes me sound like, oh, I'm anti that race or something. But it's not about that. It's about this. You know?
Have you guys seen Paper Tiger?
Have I got a sandpaper?
No, have you seen Bill Burr's Paper Tiger
Yeah.
special? Fuck man, what a special.
Yeah. He's,
God damn.
my favourite is Let It Go. The earlier one. I think it's his second.
Is that the one where it's
orange background?
Orange or the purple background?
Orange.
Orange.
Golden? Yeah, it's orange. Let It Go.
I definitely would have said
That's probably my favourite comedy special. That and Same Man by Bill Hicks. Yeah.
I feel nice.
Because it finally sort of got Bill as being Bill.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not giving a
That-
fuck.
that's-
Fucking
yeah.
shit.
I used to get that. If you look on my comedy page, the YouTube one, there's a little 10-minute clip, and it's actually not that fucking funny, but it's got like nearly 10,000 views or whatever.
Shit.
I know, so it's quite a few likes. But I'm not in the place, and it was hard. And every time I got filmed at the lounge, it was like, oh, they haven't. And everyone, Chris Asher, who would film me, he's like, oh, that was great, blah, 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 it's good. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't get me. And then the last lot of stuff, I broke it all up. There's little clips. And that was the night I intended on doing the ET joke because I needed to film that for other gigs to get gigs because it's a relatively clean joke I got. And I didn't even do it because I was off the handle. I was like, damn! And when I got off stage, he's like, oh, we got ya.
Yeah.
We got the real you tonight. And I'm off the handle. And there was a lot. I ended up doing a lot of crowd work and I didn't actually do the jokes I planned to do. But yeah, those two, like, especially the Bill Hicks one, there's a lot of Hicks stuff which is cool. It's the same stuff, but that same man actually got him. But no, night one, be cool, stuff it up. You're not going to write a brilliant
Yeah.
set. That's the problem with Melbourne comedy scene. That's why the festival sucks. All right, 600 acts. Okay, 500 of them should not be doing a show. Okay, you're stealing money off people. You are. I don't give a fuck.
Because they're not ready, or
Well, you're not ready. You're
Yeah.
trying to stretch 5 minutes out to fucking an hour? Fuck you. And you're charging people? And then what happens next year? When I go to do a show, they're like, oh no, we're not going to see comedy again. We got burnt 3 times last year and 4 the year before. Like, I haven't done a festival show. It's like, no, I'm not ready. You know, I'll charge you money when I think I'm ready. And I've been ready for a couple of years, but I'm lazy. But it's also being a part of that
but
thing.
it
It's
comes
like,
back to self-awareness, doesn't it?
yeah, but it's also like, I don't want to rip you off.
Yeah.
And all you're doing, like, it would kill me. When I had the workshops, someone would come in August, September saying, it's their first, oh, hi, I've never done comedy. Where you go on stage? And I wanted a place where they were welcome, because in the scene back then, that other Voltec, like all that crowd, they were not nice to you. If you come in, they didn't like the look.
It's still not nice. What are you talking
They're
about?
still not. I've never been in there. I never
Don't
will.
bother.
But they would just make you feel horrible, and that's why I didn't do open mics, because it was like I'd go there and they'd cross their arms and they wouldn't laugh no matter what you said, and they'd make you feel uncomfortable. They were nasty bastards, man. So it was like, oh, fine, I'll just do the lounge every week. Yeah, enjoy your 5 people in the audience, dickheads. Or enjoy doing gigs to yourselves. I'll just do them in front of an actual real audience. So it forced me in there, because I had nowhere else to go, and there was a few of us. So I made sure the workshops was not a safe spot, but a place where you could come and you're not going to get laughed at for trying something dumb or stupid. It's your first time. People were shaking, touching the mic. I've never held a microphone before. You know, and that was a lot of people's first gig, was just in the workshop in a closed space. You know, but I don't even know what my point was. But
just feeling welcome and making it feel part of it.
yeah, and so doing a festival show, like, and people would come in September, October. By November, registration start, and they're like, I've locked in my festival show, and it's like, fuck, hey, you haven't even done a real gig yet. You've only been here in the workshop in front of us. Why are you? Oh, because they all said they're doing festival shows, and I have to do one if I'm gonna.
It's that fear of missing out, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like, why are you doing this? Who's gonna go see you?
Yeah.
And if your friends do go see you in the first few months, they're not coming back. You know, when I started doing the lounge, like before I ran the workshops, another dude ran it. It was horrible, man. There was no one there, and everyone came to see me.
Yeah.
It was all the music people and different people, and I wasn't that good. I was getting away with it a bit because of the charisma sort of thing.
Actually, speaking of, a few of my friends only come to my gigs when you're on. When's that dude with the red pants?
When's
on,
Red
the fucking
Pants back?
mental guy? I'm like, he's in next week. Coming in, and like, no shit, they'll be in next week. My friends are cunts. Anyway, but yeah.
But yeah, festivals. Hope that's the good thing about this whole apocalypse. Hopefully, some of the open market die.
Do you reckon there's going to be a... Fuck, how do I even say it? Okay, so when we did Department last week, I think you were there way... Oh yeah, because I was messaging you. You were there way before me. But anyway, I rocked up after Death or Glory. And Alessio comes up. He goes, okay, so you want to get up? I was like, oh, if there's room. He goes, yeah, of course, I'll put you on. There's no one here, man. I'll put you on. I'm like, alright, cool. He goes, just do me a favour. I was like, what's that? He goes, no coronavirus jokes. I was like, yeah, that's fine. No, I was just going to test out some new shit anyway. What do you reckon the law is going to be when gigs start coming up again? We're not going to be able to mention it, are we?
I think it was just there at that time, and I get it, because the
You
week
don't want to scare
before,
people, yeah.
the owner, the show had started, and I think Jamil was talking about it. He was emceeing, and he sent a text to Huey going, stop that talk. We don't want people getting panicky and leaving.
Yeah.
So I get it. And then, you know, so...
Oh, no, hang on. I wasn't hanging shit on Alessio. I just thought it was funny. But what I'm curious is, like,
when we go
what's
back,
it going to be like when we go back?
Mate, unless everyone dies from it. So don't talk about... Well, I'll be talking about it. I don't give a shit. It's the first thing Well, I'm actually not, because, like, last week I was like... I did a couple of gigs where I've basically got to the show and walked straight on, so I didn't watch the other acts or know anything. And I'm like, oh, let me guess, everyone's been talking about coronavirus and toilet paper, yeah? Ugh, hacks. Ugh, you're all hacks. And I just started belittling all the comedians. Yeah. It's just like, yuck. So anyway, what's the deal with coronavirus? But that one, we weren't allowed to talk about it the week before, so I did one. But I was smart. I changed it. You all heard about Tom Hanks in the news today. He got AIDS again. Went around it. Who would have thought you'd get it? It's that Philadelphia cheese. I don't think. Well, hopefully, like I said, with next year and with the whole stuff up of the festival not refunding and then deciding to refund everyone money, it's going to be interesting to see how many of them just ignore it.
They fucking caved, man.
But next year, all these comedians that are anti them are now, I still want to get up their arse. I still want to be in with them and whatever it takes. Like,
but I reckon it will drop off.
I hope it does. I think it's good. And seriously, don't do one. Don't even do a split show.
I predict your radio people will be on it. From what I've gathered, it only benefits
all the
your radio
management
people.
companies, and there's a stimulus package for the comedians and that they've put forward or something, but it will only go to the people that were doing
the radios. The radio comics.
Yeah, the comedians, like I said, that they're grooming, and they're not funny. You're not funny. You've got the look that they want, and they're grooming you because
sounds like Raw.
Well, it's that same thing. Yeah. They'll do their comedy festival showcase thing that they have for shitty comedians that are just dickheads. I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do to me, mate? What are you going to do to me? I'll cough at you.
Yeah, fuck him.
What are you going to do to me? I'll run my own fucking festival.
Just do...
What are you going to do to me? I'm going to die of corona.
I'll shank you in the throat with a broken bottle of corona. That's a spring bowl.
Speaking of, when all this blows over, I'll be doing Showcase 2.0. Love to have you guys a part of it.
Yeah, I'll do a week. Headlining. I'll do one at 1.4.
I'll try one of my new jokes. So, this coronavirus, it didn't take out enough people.
Why are you fucking here? I wrote a set for no one. You're going to laugh and ruin it.
This only works when there's no one in the room. I tried this in front of the mirror, it worked fine.
I've got a coronavirus joke, right? Okay, so... it's in sign language or something. But the positive thing with all this, I think the landscape's going to change in comedy, especially in Australia, because the festival has such a hold, and who they want and how they want. They end up on TV, they end up in the radio, it's all, as you know, you look at all those, the machine. You look at those acts. How much fun would it be if they all followed me in a set and I went mental? You'd see what they're really about. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way.
I'll say honestly, even though we're good mates, I fucking hate going on after you. And but that's with respect, and that's with because I prefer watching you than going after you.
Yeah. Well, I try not to. I was saying the other day to someone that you can ruin a set. Like I can go up there and do a gig in a way that it's like you follow that assholes.
Yeah.
Or you can, and which you've seen where it's like, can you go up now and fix it?
Yeah.
And that made me strong. That's what really made me strong was Gorilla, where the owners would come running down the stairs and go, everyone's going to leave. He has to go on now and save it. And
but you're pretty good like that. I mean, either you fix it.
But that's from that.
Or you pull back and you let everybody have their crack, and then you finish it with the bang.
Yeah. Well, there's a way, and it taught me how to reset a room. Basically, that's what made me strong. Yeah. The lounge when I ran it, if it was bombing in that first, like Husey might be on, Peter Hallier, then Limo, then me. Those three might bomb. They're doing new material and it's just, it's not ready. But they've got to do it. That's all cool. But the crowd have an expectation. Like, oh my God, it's the biggest comedian in us, or the biggest comedians.
Yeah.
And they're all bombing.
Yeah.
But there working on their stuff, and the crowd aren't always accommodating to that, and it's like, oh shit, they're going to leave. So I would have to go up with an intent, but I'm saving the show.
Yeah.
And just that mindset would make me do the set in a certain way. As I say with people when they start emceeing, a real powerful tool, and I don't know how this works, but a powerful tool is when you sit there and go, all right, I'm going to go up and kill for my mates. I'm going to make this show so good for you guys that you're going to have a great set. I don't care how I go. I'm just going to set it up for you to do really well. And that's your true intention. You'll have a really good set. You'll start the show right. You'll start it well. You'll do your job perfectly because you're not thinking about you. You're taking care of other people.
Yeah, first one over the wall.
Yeah, and you're just like, cool. I say that to so many, and a lot of people go, thanks for that. It's changed everything because your brain's not in a, oh, I've got to do. It's like, nah, I'm going to do this for you guys, and it doesn't matter where I fall, and you'll always fall on the right side though by default. Yeah. It's a little trick. It's a powerful little trick.
Yeah, but you still get laughs doing it though. Like I've seen you do that.
Yeah. But by default, you'll have a really good set because you're not absorbed about yourself or caring about yourself. By default, that caring about you means you just end up doing a really good job. Yeah, I've found that for me always, if I'm emceeing, I've got a few different ways I approach it, but that one's always a good one.
Yeah. What about you? Look, you went to America. Did you do any gigs there?
Yeah, the first time I went with the Lounge guys took me to LA and then Montreal and back to LA. I did one set at the Comedy Store with Jamar Neighbours from the Roast Battle. He's a regular there now. I think he's on some TV show now. And I think he's from Compton, this dude. And
how was that?
Yeah, well, I dropped the N-bomb 30 times in LA and didn't get shot and got away with it. And went from, say, 5 people in the room to filling the room before I got off. And I was running through his phone, going through his phone and reading out shit. So that's where I was. So, and I overdid the voice, like, my mum's a crazy nigger. She's, but I'd say it real dopey Aussie. And then there was a roast battle going on upstairs, or roast of a penthouse pet.
Oh no.
A black chick. So it was black audience, urban crowd. And someone ran upstairs and goes, there's a white guy saying nigger on stage. And I just see all these people rushing in. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm dead. And Jamar's just going, I've got you, bro, you're alright. And then I just kept going, and everyone was losing their shit. And it was, I did it in a safe way. I'm proud to say it, because they thought it was a Kramer moment. Everyone's around there, oh, someone got a Kramer moment at the store. But I did it in a way that got, it wasn't offensive and it wasn't disrespectful. Again, there's a way to do things where the crowd get it. Yeah, I've said it on stage. And got away with it. You know, because it was done in it just came out in a certain way.
Context.
It's not something, I don't go on stage to go, I'm going to say something PG or anything. It was said, you know, I've said every offensive word you can think of on stage.
Some you probably never heard.
I made up that. I'm not sure, not really. So LA, the second time I went, I had gigs in Toronto. My friend Kim, she set up some gigs in Canada, who I met at Montreal the year before. Shout out to Kim. And did a few gigs there. Yuck Yucks, and did really well there. Sort of high-fived off the stage by the audience.
Oh, wicked.
Went mental with the Jesus joke, which I can't remember to do it. And then a few in LA. And then the last time I went back a couple of years ago, I threw all my jokes away. So I got there and I was like, alright, rule is I'm not allowed to say any shit that I've already said in Australia.
Oh shit. Okay.
There was one, the spoon joke. Who got the spoon? I just started.
The spoon?
Yeah. You got the spoon when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That one I just started, so I took that. I was still working on it. So I started from scratch, and it sucked. Like, it was weeks of bombing hard, because it was like, I'm writing to you. Right? What do you find funny? So I was, every day I'd go get a coffee and I'd try and make the person laugh, and when I get breakfast, I was just, right, I'm going to write to your humour.
Yeah.
I love American comedy. That's my favourite comedy. I grew up on all that. So, and that's where I'd love to just tour America forever. That's it.
Yeah.
Just keeping the circle of that. I'd be happy just living in a hotel, you know.
Who did you grow up watching?
Bill Hicks, Kinnison, Dice.
Yeah.
Rodney Rude when I was a kid was God to me.
Yeah.
I loved Rude. I knew all his shit
Yeah.
backwards.
So.
Eddie Murphy, obviously. Everyone. But I had the Dangerfield specials.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Lenny Clark, like there was all these different comedians on that.
Yeah.
Even Seinfeld, Jim Carrey was on that. Lenny Clark's from Boston, so and all different humour. You got the Boston, then you got the Houston, then you got the LA, then you got
so
the
different.
New York, and all these different types of comedy coming in. So those tapes were magical to me.
Yeah.
But then once I got Dice, I go to every Andrew Dice play, and I get compared to him so much, which annoys me. Yeah, from the older comics here, like I remember Oaksy didn't see me for a couple of years, and he was my mentor. And then I didn't see him for a couple of years, and I got a call to fill in for Limo at a gig, and I raced there, and Oaksy was MC.
Yeah.
And I was panicking. It was when I came back from America.
Yeah.
The second time, and I was just, yeah, the last, I can't even remember, I was high. I was panicking because Oaksy was there, so I'm like, oh shit, he's going to see me. Like,
Yeah.
what's he going to think? And I went, I think I headlined, I went crazy. Yeah, I was headlined. I went mental.
Yeah.
And he come up after, oh, I see the Andrew Dice Close stuff's working for you well, Mr. Fleming. Like that, because people say,
I
oh,
don't
you're not
see
going to
it.
get paid if you do that material. But no, I'm nothing like Dice. But all they would hear is I'd go there, whereas Dice is a character, and he says it for the reaction.
And you just
Yeah.
turn around and go, suck on my dick. Oh!
Yeah. Like he's nothing like I've met him. Met him at the store.
He's
And
totally
here in Melbourne.
different.
He's not that guy in real life. He's a bit like that, but
Yeah.
it's a character. He's constantly taking the piss. But his stand-up's nothing like mine. I think they just hear swear words. A lot of people say that I swear a lot, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I
think
didn't
you
swear
do.
once.
You don't.
All
actually.
you're hearing is what I'm
The
talking
filth.
about.
Yeah.
And they presume that it's filthy and dirty and all this. And it's like, no, you're not listening. All you're hearing is words that are triggering your brain. You go, oh, he spoke about fucking a midget.
Yeah. No shit. Okay.
And they build up this big story that all this stuff's going on. But I can do a 2-hour set with saying motherfucker. If I do the voice joke,
Yeah.
I'll drop a C-bomb.
Yeah.
Because it's important.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I didn't say come on stage for most of my career until last year when I started doing that joke. But
No shit.
I only say that because it makes the joke work.
Yeah.
And that's purely it. Motherfucking is in my dad joke. That has to be said to make it work. So, but when I went back to the States, I was bombing for a few weeks, and then because I was trying jokes, and then there was a couple of gigs where I just sort of flicked the switch and went crowd work, and I was just fucking lighting them up and looking good. And it was like, oh, cool, at least I'm getting rhythm.
Yeah.
And then I had a couple of jokes, a spoon one and escape room joke. And that was killing in Sacramento, San Fran. And I tightened it up on my way into LA again. And then I got on at Kill Tony. And I did it, and they bombed.
Oh shit.
Like, tank, no one laughed. I'm like, what the fuck?
What's Kill Tony for those who might not know?
Comedy podcast, Tony
Yep.
Hinchcliffe and Red Band and all that. It's one of the biggest podcasts in the world. You get 1 minute gone up there and I'm just like, and I remember I was obliterated. I come in from San Luis Obispo that day, so I was half asleep, but I was smashed. Like, because I smoked so much, sometimes I'd be obliterated, sometimes it wouldn't be kicking.
Yeah.
And this time I had the edibles from Sacramento as well, the chocolate. So I was nicely fucked. It didn't matter. And got up there and they weren't laughing at me. I'm like, fuck. And it's a different, I don't know if it's LA's got its own sort of style of comedy as well. It's very wordy and very story. It's not I say it's not the strongest, but when you're there it's incredible and it's strong. But other scenes will have a stronger style, I think. Bond, and then I'm getting messages from people like sending the clip to me. I'm like, yeah, I know what happened. Send it to me. But it sucked because I knew a lot of people here were taking joy in it too. They were just like, yes, suffer. Like, they loved it. They loved every minute of me bombing.
Yeah, but that's
on air, live. But didn't. But I just wanted to get off stage because I had a gig that night, an urban gig, which I was pumped for. Because that was the first time scary gig. Well, second one. Then I did the interview because they interview you afterwards, and they were talking about, tell us, I did porn. I thought, oh, really? And they were all stoked about that. And I just wanted to get off stage. I was just like, all right, I've got to go to this other gig. I don't fucking care. He didn't laugh at me. Shit, let me leave. They wouldn't let me leave. They just kept talking to me. And, tell us about the porno. And that's where, like, they want to know the truth.
Yeah.
And that's what you should be talking about, that stuff, and tell us about that. And I didn't want to go, oh, I'm a sort of pro-comedian. That's like, I've got jokes about that. But I threw all my jokes away when I got to America. So I will bomb to get good.
Yeah.
You know, no point doing shit that's already worked. And some of it's not applicable, like wouldn't work over there. So I'd come off just look, I don't know what they thought of it. But then I got off stage and everyone's coming up to me going, man, you killed, bro, that was going. I'm like, I didn't never bombed. I'm like, no, it's about the interview, it's not about your jokes.
What?
That's LA. That's what it's about, getting in with people and look at, like, I'm just like, ugh, who cares? Like, I've got no ambition for LA, like, to make it, because you've got to get in with people, you got to know people, it's a bit like here, but here, a lot of things changed for me, you know, with losing certain gigs and being pushed out, and people trying to get themselves in above you, and older comedians pushing you down and keep you down so you can't get to them. And I came up with, you know, I just thought I could just get as good, just become be unfollowable.
Yeah.
That's all I can do is be unfollowable, and I can control that. And if I go mental and you can't follow me, I have to close the show or I ruin it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't try to ruin a show. I try to leave the stage so the next act can do it. I don't ever do that. Or ruin it for someone. But that's been my motto.
You want to have that thing.
Yeah. I want it where, like, you guys know, and a lot of people in the scene will go, all right, if our lives depended on it, who are we going to call to save us? Who's the one act that you know will go up and save your life?
Put on a fucking show.
Cool, we'll call him. And that's all I can control, is making sure that I'm unfollowable.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that has to end up being noticed. It just has to be.
Oh, it is, mate. Everything. I mean, like I say, you're very approachable. You're one of those people that we turn to. I mean, you're an. I don't know. For me, I'm speaking for myself now. You're a no nonsense, straight up person that's going to help you, guide you, you know, and you've always got time.
Yeah.
I mean, we've sat together.
Poor Jay the other day.
You know, 2 hours we've sat together, and I'm going, I'm going to start at 5, but fuck it, you keep going.
Well, I do, and that's a big thing, giving back. I try to give back as much as I want. And when I went to America, the last time I went to Denver to get in with the Comedy Works there to see how they run their workshops.
Yeah.
And what they do is, if you're new comics, you've done the workshops, you've been doing a few spots and shows and stuff, and it went really well in Denver. I had really fun time there. But on tour. Cool, I'll take these two, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to teach you on the road. And then when I
that's
come
cool.
back, you've moved from MC, because MC is sort of the lower spot there. You just host. They're not particularly funny in a lot of the shows there. Cool, you're a middle now.
Okay.
Awesome, cool, and you've moved up to headliner. Cool. And they churn them through and they create comedians.
Oh wow.
And when I was there, I was like, sick, I'm there. And that's when I got the email saying, we're cutting your workshops. No more. We're giving your night to Doug. And it's over for you. And I'm like, man, what did I do? I've spent all this money to come here and learn, because I wanted to bring that back to make everyone else stronger. So I've got to be stronger and create my own scene, because there's that divide in the scene. I was like, ugh, we'll get rid of them. Let's just make all the people I can help savage. So it makes us, creates a good environment. But the good thing is with your show and Huey and Paul, that there's some people doing really positive things, and you're good to everyone. But also you create like this cool people. Like Apartment's cool because I know Hugh and Alessio.
I love Apartment.
And yourself, like I go to them gigs only because I know I like the people that are going to be there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be, hey, cool, I've got happy. Whereas when I started, it was like, I can't go to any of these gigs. I hate all of you. All of you. And you hate me. And I haven't even done anything. I said hello to you, and you refused to shake my hand on night one.
What is that about? There's some fucking elitism of open mic comics who can't even look in the eye and say, how are you? Or like, you walk past and you're like, oh, hey man, how's it going? And just completely fucking...
Yeah, and even some don't do my workshops, and then when the workshops stop, I'd see them in the scene and they just won't speak. It's like, are you in the head? What's wrong with you, bro? Like,
we bro for each other still.
I don't get it.
Spit on your hand.
I don't fucking get it. Like, at the end of the day, you're there to entertain people. We've all got the same people to entertain.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it's been there for years, and around New Year's, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna be cool with everyone, like, and speak to them and just go, all our shit's gone, and then I did it with a couple, and I was just like, I'm just gonna be me. You'll attract the people you want, and I get so much out of your gigs, those few gigs. I only do those ones.
Yeah.
And if I get booked for other ones, I'll turn up to those. Pete lets me jump up at any of his gigs at the end of the night and do a tight 30. Just do 5 minutes while I collect money off people. Yeah, cool. 30 minutes later,
One
get
second.
off!
No, you're always welcome at Death Quarry, man. You know that.
Yeah. No,
Whenever the fuck that comes back.
Well, like I said, I think the scene, it's with all this happening and with the festival doing what they did and treating people the way they did, we're all going to be thinking outside the box, and different things are going to happen. And I think this is actually going to turn out for comedy. I don't know about the rest of the population, where it's like, cool, we're all on the same wage now, and we've got universal, like whatever creepy shit they bring in, this government and all the governments. Comedians still wear a wild card. We do our own thing, and I think for comedy, this is PC's going to be out the window. We haven't heard anything about climate change, like any of that. I'm neither left or right on anything. I just don't care about jack shit. Just make people laugh. That's all I care about. But all that stuff's gone now. Australia's finally had a real shit hit at the fan.
Disaster.
So they're going to be like I said, like Europe and that, where they've had wars. So whatever you say on stage, they're not going to go, oh, you said that? It's like, we had worse shit. Whereas here we've had nothing. So I think the climate of comedy is going to be in a better place once this falls over.
It's a
and
cleansing.
back to normal.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, I think we'll call it a thank you.
Normally we'd ask if you had anything to plug.
Yeah, you got anything to plug?
Butt plugs.
No, you've got
selling them on my
website.
website.
got maths.
Yeah, I've got Justin Fleming comedian. I think at Facebook. Justin Fleming comedy website. I better go look at that actually. Oh shit!
And Justin Fleming, where do we find the porn?
Oh, they're going to try to take money out of my web page. I better stop that. I don't want no money going anywhere. Yeah, Justin Fleming Comedy at YouTube.
Also works in Pornhub as well.
I'll see what it's.
Gotta try that out. Jesus, got a bigger dick than me. Oh no!
Instagram, Twitter. I don't even use any of that. I hate because Instagram's all for taking photos and stuff, and I just don't care about how I look. I've got a new subscriber. So it's not even bringing it up. Yeah, Justin Fleming Comedy. I think it is at YouTube. That's the main thing. I'm just pumping out stuff on that now.
Excellent.
Yeah, well worth a watch.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for today.
No problem.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah. Talk to you guys soon.